Thank you so much for joining me today on Show Some Love with TJ. I'm your host, TJ. If this is your first time watching my show, then please watch episode 1. It will tell you everything that you need to know about my show. Or Show Some Love with TJ. If this is not your first time watching my show, then let's get started. Okay, now on my last episode, the topic discussion was relationship courtesy. The scenario that I gave you was you and your partner have made some plans to go out on a date and you get stood up without receiving an explanation. What would you do? Now, Nikki wrote me. Nikki said, TJ, I'm not seeing anybody right now. And if I was and my man did me like that, oh, he better have a good excuse. If not, then we are done. It's a respect thing, you know. Now, to my viewer, Nikki, thank you for your comments, and I can definitely relate to how you feel. Now, you are so right. It is a respect thing. You know, we want others to be considerate of our feelings, so, like, why can't we be considerate of other people's feelings? Anyway, Nikki, I think you're on the right track. You know, I can see some of Show Some Love with TJ's principles in your response. Now, just remember, Nikki, to just use my 3 principles. 1, self-respect. 2, taking the other person's feelings into consideration. And then 3, treating that person how you would like to be treated. Okay? So now let's look. Like I did in my previous episodes, I'm going to give you a scenario pertaining to a certain topic. And today's topic is dealing with roadside courtesy. In other words, we're going to be dealing with some road rage issues. Oh, and I know a lot of us have been involved or witnessed some form of road rage. Now, here's the scenario. You're driving and suddenly another driver pulls out in front of you and drives slowly. What would you do? Now, I don't know about you, but that's another biggie for me. I mean, it is definitely a PPS. So now here's how I normally show some love in that situation. First of all, I'm applying principle 1, which is self-respect. I'm respecting myself by using my coping skills, which in this case is a lot of self-talk. I mean, I'm telling myself, like, girl, keep driving and don't do anything stupid, you know. And as far as principle 2, which is taking a person's feelings and or needs into consideration or justifying the person's actions, honestly, I'm slightly applying this principle. I mean, because I'm thinking, like, you know, you could have waited for me to pass you by before you put out in front of me, or, you know, you could have sped up, you know, since you put out in front of me. And then I may try to justify the driver's actions by saying, you know, maybe, you know, she or he didn't see me. Now, principle 3, which is treating the person how I would like to be treated. Like, for me, I'm going to respect that driver and myself by not doing anything, you know, stupid, like becoming aggressive. Not like to use the word stupid, but because we know that, you know, what that can lead to become if we get aggressive. Now, remember, now, there's always consequences for our actions. Now, I would like to hear from you. Please tell me, how would you handle that PPS? You can contact me by email. My email address is showsomelove1@gmail.com. My email address is located at the bottom of the screen. Please include your first name, your location, that is state, and your comments. In the subject box, type in topic response. I will read and share your comments with my online viewers during the next broadcast. Also, if you're in need of some spiritual guidance, then please email me with your questions. Again, my email address is showsomelove1@gmail.com, and it is located at the bottom of the screen on my email address. Okay, now I will respond to your email ASAP. Now, this last segment of the show goes out to my born-again believers, and you know who you are. Okay, here's the scenario. Your coworker paid for everybody's lunch except for your lunch. What would you do? Remember, let your light shine. Okay, that's all we have time for today. Again, thanks so much for joining me today, and I'm looking forward to talking with you next time on Show Some Love with TJ.